Hi guys, well this is obviously a 12 volt car battery and the cell that's open at the moment was dead as a dodo. I tried two different types of chargers and so it was a very good test battery for what I had in mind, which was how do you get a cell to start working when it's looking dead. And I realised that all modern batteries you can't open them like this, so this is quite an old battery. But the point is the principle's the same, because if you've got a battery like this, which is completely sealed, and your voltage is reading or suspiciously like only 5 of the cells are working, well then you're probably running into the same problem I did with this one. One cell decides to give up. Interestingly, it's the cell with the gauge on it. So that's worth thinking about. Now you can see that lobbing away there. Okay, now that you couldn't get that to do that at all before, and if you want to see what a volcano looks like, yeah, I think it's all going off. So, how did I accomplish this? Well, fortunately, not by connecting up an arc welder to it. Not that I'm saying that's wrong. It just seemed pretty severe to me. Um, but one of the guys that was showing this method actually had a battery um, charge, I think it was, or tester, and it said, put this battery on charge for 10 minutes at 30 amps. That was like, okay, that was an accepted way of trying to revive a 12 volt battery back in dinosaur days. So what I came up with was a voltage that made it all happen. And you can see here on the top right, it's a 16.33, and on the glary bits there, it's a bit of a way. By doing that, okay, that's 2.9-ish amps going in there. If I turn that down to 16 volts, you're dropping down to like 1.5 amps, and nothing happens. So one thing, that 3 amps going into a battery like this is nothing. I have been checking the side to see if it's warm or hot. It is actually mildly warm in that location. And I've obviously been keeping an eye on the electrolyte to make sure it didn't vanish. It doesn't seem to be. I mean, I topped up that first cell a little bit, but it might have been down just because it was down, not because of what I've been doing. This test hasn't been going that long. How I'm accomplishing that is with these power supplies, DC power supplies, variable ones for technicians that repair whatevers. They've all got one. This one happens to be a 5 amp 60 volt one. Most of them only go to about 30 volts, but obviously that doesn't matter. Of course, you're looking for 16.3 volts, which is not much, and 3 amps, which most of them would do. No problem at all. So, most technician type guys, enthusiasts, whatever you want to call us, would be would have one of these. So that's about all I can tell you at the moment. It's just started happening, but it's pretty obvious that to be able to get a cell to start working again um, by adding 16.3 volts, and you might think, oh, insanity, what's this guy doing? 16 volts, or 16.3 actually, that could be really bad. Well, not exactly, no. How do I know this? Because I picked up a brand new Bosch battery, and the first thing I did was read the voltage on it, and it was a sit around 16 volts. So obviously if Mr. Bosch thinks it's safe to go there, me too. I'll go with Robert any day. So I hope this helps. Maybe you can get an old battery. I mean, I've got to tell you this, I'm not like wanting to put this back in a car. It's obviously, mediocre for me. It's a way of storing power, batteries that would otherwise have to be recycled. And you know, if I can get them to do that, which is what I do with my lipos and things like that I use in I draw items, when they wear out, I put them in speakers and things like that. They work great. All right, catch you later. Hope it helps.